All right, here we go. So you want to get the proportions right. So one way you might want to start, guys, is stop thinking of this as a person for just a moment and think of it as a collection of shapes. So I'm going to put, she's pretty central to this. So I'm going to put that oval of the head right here. There's the oval of her head. I'll draw a little darker than I normally would so you can see what I'm doing. There's the oval of the head. Well, how big and at what angle is that body? Where does it start? Here's the head. What's the angle of, and again, I'm just going to mostly do a rectangle for her body.
Do we always get this box in the middle of the picture?
So I think her head's about, her body's about to her waist is about 3 heads down. So right about here, guys, is where this is happening, this shape here. And so I'm just collecting the proportions right now. So there's from her chin down to her shirt down, bottom of her shirt here. Well, how far is it from the shirt to her foot? Well, if that's that to that, and that to that, so it's shorter than here to here. It's shorter than here to here. So it's probably about here to her foot. And where is the foot in relationship to the head? It's over on this side of the body. So if that, so that's going to be where the feet are coming to. But before I put them in, guys, I'm going to put in some of this stuff. So here's the head. I'm going to refine this now. This is going to come this way. We've got, she's wearing glasses. Some glasses here. Here's the nose. This goes into shadow over here. This comes up this way. And we've got the ear right here. And that's her hair back here with her bun in the hair and the hair coming that way. I'm going to need an eraser here. I got one at my disposal. Yeah. And I'm just going to take out that. This is too much on the top here. Take that out. And then that's the ear there. And then her shoulder, keep an eye on her shoulders. Her shoulders are actually on a little bit of a tilt this direction, So you're going to want to have this shoulder a little bit higher and this shoulder a little bit lower. And here's her arm coming out right here. This is the bag on her hip. And then over here, we've got this strap coming down with a bag right here. And then right here is her hand. He made the hand a little bit big, but that's okay. And that hand is going to be right there. And then this coat comes over the hand and comes this way. And then comes like that. And then we see it underneath right here. And then that shoulder comes and we can see the little bend in the elbow right there. So then when I'm looking at this arm over here, I'm looking also at this negative shape between the bag and the arm. So there's the negative shape I'm looking at right here. This, and then this arm comes down like this. That hand comes to here. And how far is the hand in relationship to, well, it comes just past the bag to here, and we see a thumb. We see the natural bend of the hand coming this way. Where does that leg emerge from underneath here? I think I made the bag too long, a little too long. I'm going to pull that up just a little bit. Here's her leg coming this way, and it bends this way for her skirt. And I've got to lengthen these legs a little bit. Comes that skirt. The skirt's going to come down. It's blowing in the wind a little bit, coming this way. And it's going to come this way and come over there. And then this foot is going to be right, here's the ankle, and here's the foot. Coming this way, and then here's the other foot. And the other coming on the ground, solid on the ground right here. So there's the quick sketch of this person. I think my proportions are okay. They're not great, but for a quick study, not bad. And I'm exhausted. I'm going to take a 20-minute nap, and I will be fine. I'll keep going fine. And then here's the shadow over here of that figure. So, and I'm ready to do a little bit of painting.
Is there any way you can take that box off the
What box are you talking about?
On the screen, damn screen, there's a box that says this meeting is being recorded by the host.
This is push
I don't
button.
know. I can't see that.
You have to hit OK.
Or got it.
Oh, click OK.
Oh, thank you.
Uh-huh.
Thank you. All right. And so my goal here is to keep it juicy, So, but I am going to start with the number 4 just to sort of get some of the initial stuff in there. I'm looking at her skin tones. I'm looking at that face, and I'm looking at really a yellow ochre, and then it's got some what appears to be sort of a magenta in there. And this is going to be what I see over on this side is sort of the face coming this way. And then it gets actually, and there's a little purple in there. They really like their purples in their skin tones. And then this comes down this way and comes down all the way here, like that. And then it's a little bit darker purple over here with a little bit of, I'm going to use sienna with the purple, and that's going to be this shadow over on this side. I want to save the highlight of her nose right there, the tip of her nose, and then this comes around this way, and comes down this way, and this all turns into one shadow right here. So that's kind of the face. We're starting the face right here. And then just above it, it gets a little bit lighter, and we get the bridge of the nose, we get the darkness in there, and then we got the, this should be light right there. And then it comes up higher. And then as we come up higher, it actually comes back that way. And I'm just really just collecting the shapes that I see. There's a little bit of yellow in there coming this way. And then there is the blue, gray, a little bit of that. And that's going to be the hint of the hair up above here. And then in the back, she's got a bun or something back there, and then the hair coming down that way. All right, that's not the best part of it. Right there, that's a little bit. Then we're going to do the, we'll get some darks into the face after it's had a chance to dry a little bit. But that is this, that's a pretty good face, right?
Mm-hmm.
I love it, Fred. Thank you. Thank you. Whoever said that. Here we go. This is a cobalt blue, I believe. I'm going to start with a lighter cobalt blue right here. And it goes. And it comes down to about here. There's going to be a little bit of lighter cobalt blue in the background right there. And then we get into the, and along the sleeve here. And I can tell they let that dry a little bit. Is Fred going to do that? No. It's going to go right back into with the darker cobalt blue. At least to there. And then I'll let that dry a little bit. And then we're going to, while that's drying, we're going to come down to the bottom. We're going to check out this purple down in the leg right here, which I just think is beautiful. And it comes this way, and there like that. And then it starts to get a little bit bluer as it comes across. Little wind, picking up a little wind here. And then here comes the brown of this bag. Little sienna in there. I'm going to do the whole bag, and then I'm going to put the shadows on it. And now we can start dropping in some of that blue. I'm using a cobalt blue. I told you, cobalt blue is kind of my new thing. I'm loving it. That's got to dry a little bit. Hair dryer. The whole blue. Here's the jacket. It's got just a little bit of green in it. It's very light, but it's got just a little bit of green in it coming this way. And a little bit of green, light green right here. And then we're going to go back. We're going to let that dry and we're going to go back in. But let's get the shadows on the fabric down below here. There's a little bit of something going on right there. And this goes a little darker blue back in here. And then we got some nice shadows right under here. Here comes the arm. The lighter colors in the arm. And then this is her other hand right there. And then here's the strap for the shoulder bag. Coming down that way. And then we get the darker blues right in here. I'm going to add just a touch of Payne's Gray to that. And then this is going to come around this way. Kind of comes down like that. I'm not got that color mix because it seems like the right color. I'm just going to drop in a little bit of a little more shadow right there and here. And then the feet, I've got to get this orange sort of right here on this foot as it comes this way, and a little bit on the front of this foot here. And then so here I'm going to grab a smaller brush now, number 4, and I'm going to come in here and I'm just going to find the shadows down here. They're more purple, so they're really good with their purples. And this is going to come this way. The one foot, it's got some stretching going on there. And then this is going to come down this way. And that's the other foot. I'm getting some strapping, suggested strapping. And then while I've got that red mixed, I'm going to put that right here on the arm. And then I'm going to find that little piece they've got going over here. And then a little bit of shadow under this hand right there. And then the shadow under the bag. Right here. A little hint of a strap right there. And now just a little bit on the face, I'm going to call it done. And so we're going to hint at the glasses. This is it. And there's the eye is in there in those glasses. And then again with the purple on it, a little bit of darker purple on the ear there. I don't know why, but see how it works. And then I just want to do that sort of loose thing in the background. And I'm going to call this study kind of finished. And you know, and then we're going to talk about what I could have done better. But this is a little bit of color back in the background, and there's some yellow, a little hint of yellow back there. It kind of comes down a little purple. They love those purples. And that's going to come this way. A little bit of blue. And then they did the splatter thing. And the best way to splatter is to not take your brush and shake it. But you take 2 brushes and you do it like that. You gotta get more control that way. And then there is a little more peach or something down here. Help me find that thing. A little bit more blue right up here. And what they did is kind of clever, is they put the blue in here. Who's shoveling snow? Who is that? Stop shoveling snow. Or turn your mic off, one of the two. And then this is, and I'm going to touch this blue just to this edge, because you want to make it look like the shoulder just bled into the background right there. All right. And then just a hint more purple here. And then there is the shadow from the person and this wonderful teal right here that I've got to get in there, right? Because for me, it's an important part of the palette of this thing is right here. It's this teal that happens right here. And then it comes here, here, into there. It's a little seam along the bottom of the dress. And then the shadow, which is going to be more of a purple. And some blue, gray. Well, there you have it. What do you think?
Nice.
Wow.
Frame it.
Yeah.
There's stuff I would change. Like, so they got the tilt of the body better than me. Mine's a little too upright. I think it needed to tilt slightly more to the left. What else isn't quite right, you guys?
The shape, the chin.
Yeah.
Right? So I've really rounded her face, whereas this is almost a straight line coming down right here. So keep an eye on that. I did that on purpose to show you what not to do. You're welcome.
Yeah.
That's my story. I'm sticking with it. But it felt good. It felt really fun to do it, and it was really nice to do it. So now what I'm going to do, guys, any questions or anything else about this?
Mm-mm.
All right, I'm going to stop the recording.